have Pepegas versus Beast Editions in the Tier 2 playoffs of Season 4.
Woohoo!
I'll be joined today by the amazing Dr. Grill.
Hello, everyone. Today is going to be an amazing match here. The Pepegas are, if I remember correctly, they have the first place spot right now in Tier 2. They are a very talented team. But we also have Beast Edition, who I know they started out very strong, kind of faltered towards the end, but they do still have a lot of talent packing on this team. And I definitely do think they can definitely, if they put their minds to it, take this playoffs game. It can go either way, in my opinion.
I agree. I haven't had the fortune of casting a whole lot of Tier 2 this season, but I have had a chance to at least watch one game from both of these teams, and I do think this could be a really good playoffs match here.
Oh, for sure.
We do see that the first map selected is Ilios, and random
and
chance has given us the well immediately.
Well, yes.
Pause.
Gotta love well. It's either annoying or fun, counting on what you're playing. And it seems on this side of the station, we're gonna be having a Mercy Lucio with a pharmacy. Joker's gonna be on that pharmacy. Joker is a very talented DPS that he has. And I know he plays a wide variety of heroes, but it seems that we're also going to have the pharmacy on the side of Pepegas. Zero and Hydra are both super talented DPS. Like, Pepegas is so fortunate to have them, but their whole roster is actually very strong. So I'm very excited to see this play out here. Can Hydra maybe shoot down Joker? Or maybe kill switch on his signature Junkrat and take it out first. We will have to see a little bit of hole and boot central the map.
Yeah, it's
right, here we go.
Gonna be fun to watch. So much boot potential on both sides.
Ooh, right away both sides are pelting damage into each other. Pepegas doing everything they can to break the shield. Oh, Hydra gets to take on the kill switch right away, but Joker retaliates by getting Hydra. That's no DPS for either side, but the Reds comes out for kill switch. It's a 6v5 in the favor of Beast Edition right now. Oh, but the Red surprise for Hydra comes out. Both teams refusing to give up here, as they both just keep on poking at each other, but Beast Edition will capture the point first.
Pepegas taking a really interesting rotation here. They lose first point. Sebi falling into the well though. Mori almost got booped into it.
Mori goes down too.
The tank line for the Pepegas are gone.
As well. Joker able to get crits. Looking very strong for the Beast Edition right now. Ooh. Throwing this pharmacy on point right now, stalling it out. As Beast Edition tries to get them out of the fight. But they are going to get away here as the rest of the Pepegas come back.
Beast Editions has kill switch swap off of the Junkrat and over to the Ashe to combat Zero's Pharah. I like this swap.
Very nice. It's gonna completely mirror this other team here. That was some great focus from Beast Edition right there. They're going to keep it up. Oh, Barrage.
Both Barrages come out and both get shut down.
Yeah, both got shot down by both DPS. The mirroring here is insane right now.
Yeah.
Like, they are mirroring each other to a T. Oh, but Sebi is killed by the coach gun from kill switch. That is a one less tank. Oh, no tank for Pepegas. As Beast Edition start to clean up here.
Pepegas are in a lot of trouble here. It seems so many assists in that kill from Mori. If I had a quarter for every time I've seen Mori almost get booped into the well this map, just barely stay out of it.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Beast Edition is just doing a really good job right here, focusing out those tanks. And Gubbins is just so aggressive. It could be a little hard to get your berries when he's in, especially on his favorite hero, Sigma or Hog. He can be a little jarring. Kritzmig jumps on the point, but is waiting for the team to get back. We have
guys are
Sebi
really
doing
split
a
here.
full left rotation. Oh, but Mori goes down again to Nerdy! And AJ is able to get Sebi again.
Gone.
No tanks for the Pepegas! AJ's claiming a second kill as well. Nerdy does go down, but the res comes through.
Hydra's bomb that was meant to contest just goes straight in the well.
Oh! Then the double boop from Chris comes in! It was almost a triple boop, but Killswitch is able to save himself with that coach gun. Here comes the barrage from Joker.
Diva appeared to have gone for a res right there, but might have flown a little too far away from it.
I think she was trying to get away from the barrage there. Kinda. Oh,
Poor
Sebi
Sebi.
going right in the hole. And Beast Edition will take first point. Honestly, Beast Edition just used that well to their advantage. They played around it, they moved people in, they were disrupting the enemy team. They did a good job, just like this is the map that we're gonna do this on.
Yeah.
Pepegas seem to have trouble gaining their bearings here. Ruins a little less risky. So hopefully the Pepegas will be able to get their bearings a little bit more here. But because now it seems they're going to be running more of a very, very hard to kill double shield. This bath too for the Pepegas. It's going to be hard to get rid of. Even though it's somewhat mirrored on the side of these editions, they're going to be running Ana instead. One of AJ's most famous characters here in this league. His Ana is just phenomenal. So I would expect nothing less from him. Alright, both sides are going to be getting the point. Whoever sets up first has a good chance of being able to hold. Both sides going right to the point as both teams are trying to split out. Kill switch is going to be a little bit on the right. Trying to get some dynamites off. Immortality pops inside the Pepegas already. As a huge fire does come out from the kill switch. Sebby's going to be pushing on the point here, but Mori goes down. Ooh, and Sebby goes down as well. Both teams out already for Pepegas. Zero is able to claim two, and the rest does come out for Mori, and Hydra's able to get kill switch. This is winnable for the Pepegas. They have to push in. The Pepegas are starting to clean up here. Oh, Zero goes down to Gubbins, so Gubbins is not going down without a fight. He's going to take down as many people as possible here. Both Pepegas are going to be capturing the point.
From Beast Edition there at the start to send Joker around on the right like that. Yeah, it seemed like it may have taken them a little too long to secure that fight win, and Pepegas were able to counterattack because of it.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, both sides are going to be... We have Barrage on the side of Beast Edition, so that's going to have to be on the 16 here to shut it down as quick as possible. Oh! Hydra able to shut down Joker before he can even touch the point!
Really good ult from Nerdy, but Nerdy can get melted down.
Immortality comes out. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
No, you're good.
Oh, a huge flux from Gubbins, though! Able to get two! Crick's able to get Joker, but it's not enough. Pepegas hold this point, but Bob comes out. He's here, he's doing damage, and oh my goodness, the Pepegas hold this! That was a absolutely beautiful hold right there.
Beast Edition uses a lot of their resources to try and take that and don't come up with anything for doing that. They're only going to be coming into this fight with Valk and Bob. They're going to have to build up to the supercharger. Meanwhile, Pepegas, they have a Deadeye and a supercharger and a window to use of their own. That's a lot of damage to work around here.
Here comes the window from Pepegas.
And Hydra already finds a pick using it. Bob coming out here.
Oh.
Immortality field on the Sebi. It gets broken really quickly though. And Villain finds a res on the Nerdy Buttercat. That's going to be really helpful.
And Jibba is able to get the res onto Zero, because both reses are used to make an equal fight here. Bongos are out for the Pepegas. One is destroyed by Joker, but here comes the Bongos and Nerdy, as well as a Deadeye from Zero. Zero is able to find AJ. The pick so far looking in the favor of Beast Edition. Oh, but Zero is able to get another one. And the rest of the Pepegas are slowly coming back. Zero gets Joker as well. Zero is absolutely popping here. As he is just claiming this point as his own. Oh, Killswitch goes down to Zero as well. He's asserting dominance.
Oh, Jibba gets trapped though.
Oh no.
Jibba was hard pocketing Zero through that entire process. So I think that Zero should have been able to have gotten enough done for maybe Pepegas to come in here and fight it. Doesn't look like they want to.
Possibly. Only issue here is that Crit's gonna need to save that immortality for that flux, because that flux is gonna be huge from Gubbins.
Absolutely.
And you have a belt coming up though from Jibba, which is gonna be huge here for the Pepegas. Pepegas are gonna be popping belts here. Immortality pops already, but here comes the flux and
they break the field. Hydra falls early.
Sebi goes down. Sebi is able to pick up Killswitch, but Jibba goes down, and the rest on Killswitch comes through. Beast Edition just having the more dominant ult. Pepegas gonna have to regroup. They have one more fight. Oh, it seems like Zero's gonna be going on to this Genji. I just realized he swapped there. I'm not sure how I feel about the Genji swap, but he is like using Blade already. So
AJ?
he'd be able to get it before the fight ends. Oh, Hydra's able to pick up AJ. Here comes Fire for kill switch.
This Riptire needs to be big. Does find Hydra.
Oh, does find Hydra. Hero is able to get kill switch now. And here comes the blade. Oh, already able to get summoned. Yeah, 30. Even though the red does come on the kill switch. Is this enough? Hero does go down to AJ's nade though. I almost called it the chance, but not too bad. Oh, we're going down as well. Villains just kind of stall on the point. It's one fight territory for either side at this point. Stalling is coming through. Immortality comes out for Pepegas. It's slowly ticking off the point. Here comes Bob jumping in as well as Gubbins on this ball. Yeah, Gubbins on the ball. He's already down already. So is Gubbins. Hydra popping off here to get both tanks out of the fight.
I'm on fire.
Ooh, and a great boot from Mori there, keeping back the Junkrat from being able to jump on a point.
These Mercies are doing so much work for both of their teams between
honestly, yeah, these
giving the right pocket.
Have been just on point.
That res on the turn that straight back into favor of Beast Edition. Meanwhile, Jibba was able to get a huge play in out of Zero, while Pepegas had seemingly lost that fight and nearly brought it back for them as well. These Mercies are doing such a good job of taking lost fights and turning them into a winnable situation.
I know, it's like, I feel like we don't always talk about supports a lot. I feel like a lot of times we talk about more about the DPS, but like, the Mercies with those reses, like, you gotta give credit where credit's due. It was some strong plays right there.
Absolutely.
Right, we're gonna be having Pharmacy again from the Joker-Ville combo here.
Hydra is on Ash though, they're gonna have a tough time.
Oh. We're gonna have Zero back on this Genji. He's just gonna be jumping on a point first, but Zero is on point, doing his best to get some damage in. This is gonna be a little bit hard for
Zero with an early pick on the villain
right
though.
That's no res!
He's just been in their back line messing with them this entire time and it's finally paying off.
I know, they didn't even look at him and he was able to get both supports out of the fight right away.
Well, Kill Switch did something about him, but I think it might have been a little too late.
Yeah. Honestly, this is going to be a little hard for these decisions to break through. Moira Brig, though not always, like, the most...
I think you found the wrong cast, Charles.
Ron 1, you want Ron 1?
Classic Charles. Goodbye.
Bye.
Maybe we'll just kidnap you. Alright.
I think Siren would have some things to say after that.
Yeah.
Gubbins with an early 2K though. Hard aggression coming in from Beast Edition. Shatters used. Doesn't find anything. Zero with this Dragon Blade though, just hopping around the point, able to find Kill Switch. This could still go either way, but it's definitely a favorable situation for Beast Edition.
Yeah. And again, a huge res from Bill there. But that was just some, like you said, pure aggression. Not going to say, like, it's going to be hard for them to break through it, because, like, Moira Brig can be a little hard to break through, but oh my goodness, they proved me wrong. I ate my words there.
The Reinhardt Sigma is a lot more aggressive than it sounds on paper, because you don't think of Sigma as like an in-your-face tank.
I also just want to point out Tilted screen right now. Very nice spot for this Junkrat today.
Yes.
Finds
two. Good Riptire combo.
Tire.
That's essentially a one fight here. Zero's going to try and bring it back and pick him with the Mercy, but doesn't find it.
Yeah. And this Bill got the res off. It's just a 60, like, no one, because they're all dead. Are we seeing any swaps? We're gonna have crit going on to the Mercy. Probably going to pocket Hydra so we can try and get that Pharmacy out of the fight early. Jibba has the pole, and we also have Bob as well, almost bongos on the side of Pepegas. These are some good ults coming up. If used right, Pepegas should be able to take this back. Here comes the Bob! And the Cole! All the old boys Mori's able to get animate. Kill switch goes down as well. Hydra able to stop Joker. Here is coming out from the Pepegas. They are not giving up. They are not giving up. And they take back the point. This is anyone's map right now. I don't even think we can predict who's going to take this, honestly.
Beast Edition, they've officially put themselves in one fight territory should they get the point back.
fair.
If the Pepegas lose this, it's going to be really, really hard for them to recontest given the amount of time left.
Oh, here comes the
We
bongo
see
from
Mori popping bongos early.
Oh, villain going down means no immortality, but there's no Shiva as well beside the Pepegas. It's a support for a support right here. Oh, that's no maintain for the police edition.
Trades back and forth.
Going aggro. Nubbins is done, he snapped! But here comes the Bob. Oh! Hydra getting a 3K right on the point! And the res of Mori coming through, the Pepegas are able to hold this! That almost looked scary there for them, honestly.
Yeah, that was a very... they had to use just about everything they had there to hold that fight, because, again, like I said, they knew that if they lost it, they weren't going to get a whole lot of a chance to get it back. But unfortunately, they did use everything here, and Nerdy uses Shatter, but it gets blocked by Mori and Zebby!
Oh my god.
Oh, trades are starting to favor Beast Edition here. They have a composition favorable for a fight on point like this. Hydra does get an exit pick onto Kill Switch here.
Oh my god, but the Reds!
Yeah, Reds is getting Mori back up. This is going to give Pepegas a little bit more time to come back to this point and fight it if they really want to. They do have time for one solid regroup, though, because of how they let Mori stall out there. The rest of their team is grouped up. They just have to wait on Mori.
Yeah,
Mori goes to Reinhardt. They'll be able to come out of spawn a lot quicker.
Here comes the Valk being popped from the Pepegas, getting that extra damage going through. But Gubbins
there
on
are
the
no
balls
ults on the side of Beast Edition except for a Riptire about to come online. They'll have to be careful. AJ falls weak here, trying to come back in. Gubbins knocks out the Tac Visor!
But Mori's able to get two, as well as the tire. But here comes Gubbins' bombs. Absolutely doing a ton of damage here to the Pepegas. And oh, Beast Edition knocking them out one by one. Like a set of dice, they fall, and Beast Edition will take Ilios.
Man, that was crazy. It really looked like Pepegas were going to come in and take that point back, but with one shatter from Buttercat, it was straight back into Beast Edition's favor.
Honestly, it was anyone's game there. Like, there was not a moment where I felt like it was one-sided. Both sides played beautifully. Ooh, Hydra with that 3K though. Absolutely insane. And I believe because it's playoffs. You know, I believe because it's playoffs, the losing team chooses, right? They choose,
yes.
Yeah. Pepegas will be able to choose the next map. And I believe next is Escort? Is it Escort? Or is it Hybrid?
I believe it's supposed to be Hybrid next.
Hybrid. So we will have to see what the Pepegas decide to choose for their Hybrid map. Honestly, this is what we're gonna be seeing. Like, I'm pumped.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really strong series.
Oh, Wabakative's here. I believe he's Pepegas? I could be wrong.
I know that off the top of my head, and I'm not currently scrolling for the rosters as we speak. I have totally remembered and did not just now read that Evocative is on Beast Edition.
Oh god, I had forgotten, so I'm glad you looked. Let's see, are they at the max for
Pepegas have chosen Eichenwald.
Eichenwald! Yes! I love this map!
It is certainly a map that you can play on and have an enjoyable time if the circumstances are correct.
Fair. But like honestly, when they added it in that little right room where you can go into, like, I just love this map so much. Especially the Halloween one, like, it's so good.
The Halloween one's really fun. I like the changed mood of the map.
Like just like the dark, stormy night. It makes it so much more fun to play on.
Agreed. Though I could do without the iron fencing on B as a Winston player. That's annoying.
Yeah, fair. That would be annoying. I'm not a Winston player, but I can imagine how annoying it could be. Like, I understand why some people don't like the holiday maps, because, you know, the little changes, changing the map. Like, if you're used to, as Ash, being able to coach gun somewhere and you just end up falling, like, it's annoying. I get it.
Nerdy, Gubbins, Joker, Killswitch, Villain, and Griffin.
Oh, we're gonna have Griffin not coming in on support.
Just swapping AJ out. And Pepegas want to make no changes.
Oh, so we're just gonna keep this team. I mean, it's not a bad lineup at all.
No, they did really well. They might not have squeaked out the dub there, but they looked really strong against Beast Edition. Had they had a couple of different decisions there, I think they definitely could have taken Ilios.
And some people just some teams just aren't good at control maps, or even certain control maps. So maybe like they're just not good at Ilios. That's possible.
That's valid.
I like to believe that Pepegas could 100% take Eichenwald and take this back easily.
I've always thought like Control's a much different beast from the rest of Overwatch, because it seems like strategy, pathing, and all that stuff doesn't really come into play because the rounds are so short and the paths are so linear.
Honestly, it's like you throw everything you know about Overwatch, you throw it out the window when it comes to Control. Control is more about sheer force. Like if you
Who's
have
better at
power,
killing each other? That's the team that will really shine on Control.
That's Control. Unless you're on like Nepal or what's the other Control I'm thinking about? Whatever. There's another Control too where it's like if you get to point first, maybe it's Ilios thinking about too. It's like Nepal and Ilios. If you get to point first, you have a better chance of holding it. You know.
Absolutely.
Like Control is just, it's like that. We have so many people here today. 34 viewers. Hi everyone. That's so many
Hello.
people.
Also,
Hello.
Kirby, so I guess for everybody, a few people are asking, Beast Edition won the first map. It was 2-1 on Ilios.
Yes, it was a very close round. Like it was like literally 99-99 on Lighthouse. Like, we got a good freaking series on our hands.
We're waiting on Beast Edition to pick whether or not they want to attack or defend first.
Just waiting on readies and lineups. We got readies, but we still need to figure out if they're attacking or defending. Yeah, I agree, Muffin. I'm just kind of reading Twitch chat.
Okay, so Griffin said that they want to defend first.
Got it. Is red defense or is blue defense?
Blue is defense.
Blue is defense, got it.
They just like making me change all the spectators.
They want to make your job a little harder, it's okay.
I do believe, though, that if you have the choice to attack or defend, defending is always a lot better.
Oh yeah, I love defending first. I don't like attacking first. I don't know, just because like when we do scrims, we always like just do defense first like the entire time. I don't know.
Right.
But like I just think it's more fun to defend first. A little bit of defender's advantage at times.
It's nice to be able to set the pace of the game for yourself on attack. Like, if you have a good defense, you don't have to do as much work for yourself on the attack. Whereas, like,
yeah,
even if you have a great attack, you could still have a lot of work to do on defense, and you don't know it yet. Or you might have done more work than you needed to on the attack.
That's a good way of putting it. Like, for me, it's always, like, I like the idea that, like, especially if we, like, they didn't push all the way, I like that, like, comfort. Like, okay, we only have to push it here, you know? So I like to defend first before attacking. Alright, here we go, into Eichenwald. I'm gonna guess we're gonna be seeing double shield.
Most likely.
Of course. Most likely. Most likely, maybe we'll see a Rhydon attack from side, but I doubt it. It's probably gonna be double shield. So far we got, yeah, Mori's gonna be on that Orisa. We got Hydra gonna be going back on the Ashe, because of course, Ashe God there. Jibba gonna be on the Mercy, Seppi on the Sigma. And of course, double shield on the side of Beast Edition as well. Villain gonna be on the Mercy too. The Mercies have really worked for them so far, so I'm not shocked that they want to do it again. Oh! Matching Ana's. I love seeing some Ana play, as everyone knows. So I'm very excited.
Ana's definitely my favorite support to play, so I have
same.
no issues with seeing some Ana being played.
Same, like I love playing Ana. I don't get to do it so often, but like I love playing Ana. I love watching Ana. Crits is such a phenomenal Ana. Like I love to rave about crits anytime I can. Like playing against crits makes me happy. I'm like, oh, they're so good. I can learn like a lot just from going against them, you know? Oh, nerdy. You need to stop having a seizure there, buddy.
He's just having a good time.
He's having a good time. He's happy to be in playoffs. Let's go. These editions ready.
You dizzy yet, nerdy?
Alright, and here we go. And they're going to be pushing in. They're getting aggressive already. Hold us.
Mori falls weak pretty early in this fight.
Oh,
That was a great landmine toss. Griffin really weak here.
Oh, the aggression is real here from the Pepegas. Red does come out onto Nerdy, but isn't enough. He's just to hold this. Not looking good here.
All the spam damage that came through immediately, like knocking most of Beast Edition to half health really paid off once they got Zero set up in a position where they could start chucking the landmines over the shields.
Like, once that first pick came for the Pepegas, they just get full-on aggressive mode. And already, point 1 is captured. They got a lot of time on the clock, so they could take as much, like, they could be a little lazy if they wanted to. But as we see, they're gonna go aggressive. They're gonna knock out as many people as they can so they can get some free push time. Oh, Hydra able to pick off Joker, but Mori does go down. Oh, but the red line Joker does come through, which means that this will be a 65 in the favor of the Pepegas here.
Double res coming through.
Oh, but Mori gets res as well inside the Pepegas. It's 6 on both sides. Both teams are getting very aggressive here. Heavy getting dangerously low though on the side of the Pepegas. Oh, Spell getting popped from Jibba, but here comes the mob from Hydra. Oh, that was Villain. Here comes the tire from Kill. Will it find anyone? No, Mori's able to shoot it down. Both pins are still up, but they are going to overload. Mori is taken down. The Joker does go down to 0. And Mori is rezzed, which means huge to the Pepegas. They can push it on this. And we'll have Nano 0. That is going to be dangerous territory right now for the Beast Edition.
Riptire coming through from 0. Finds the opposing Junkrat, but it's oh! Villain gets knocked out before they can get the res off.
Oh no! It's not looking good if you're on the side of Beast Edition right now. So Beast Edition is coming back with really good ults here. There's a good chance they can hold this. Here comes the Bongos and the Coalescence.
Both Bongos out right now.
Oh, but it does nothing. But Mori's Bongos is more value here. And with that, I just take point 2, and they have 5 minutes on the clock here. They're just being extremely aggressive. They're not even letting these dishes set up. This is definitely hard for them right now.
And Hydra with a really early pick on the kill switch. That's going to take away a lot of the shield break potential of Beast Edition while they push this cart forward. They are going to shred Mori's shield pretty early here, and a nice ult on the Hydra. No real follow-up ready for it though. And Bob, I think
Bob on point!
I think, was that intentional?
I don't know, but he's on point. I love it.
And actually just halt Bob into a really good position, but he leaves. Really nice gravitic flux coming in from Sebi here. They're gonna remove Gubbins from the fight.
Will go down.
Griffin
Oh,
healing their heart out.
Bastion.
Joker, yep.
Oh, Bastion.
Zero gets res though. That could be the answer to this Bastion if they can get Zero in the correct position here. It has forced Pepegas back though.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, you're right. They are going to regroup it seems. And Gubbins is doing as much as he can to disrupt them. But can he get away?
Oh, a nice trap from Zero!
Oh, you hate to see it. You're the Pepegas right now. Oh, the Pepegas are playing it a little slow here. They know they can't go so aggressive.
Sebi gets trapped.
Oh, that pole almost got Rory out of the fight there. Here comes the pull from Griffin as well.
The tire coming through.
Tire coming through, but gets destroyed by Mori again. Second tire he's destroyed so far.
Hydra got a nice shot off onto it as well.
Belt power boost. Oh, Zero's tire is all destroyed by Crowfoot, but ooh, the leftover mine just Crowfoot out of the fight. Ori able to pick off Nerdy and Joker. The power of Bongo's coming through as people of Easton are just trying to jump on and stall, but Zero is not letting them. Heel switch jumps on. He's there to stall. He's down already, and here comes Nerdy. Jumping on, having the aggressive duel. The Bongos come out. But will they get any value? Griffin on the Lucio now going to jump around and stall. Dylan going in for the res. Gets it off, and Nerdy is back on the point. He's still stalling.
Zero is going off right now.
I know! Zero has just been playing like a maniac today. Ooh, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Pepegas take point 3.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Honestly, like, Pepegas just, I think, got themselves together after that first match. And, like, we need to be mega aggressive. We had to break down those shields. And they did it. Like, they definitely have a good formula going here.
I have to agree. It seems like after that final push on Ilios where they kind of just decided they were going to swap to this more aggressive composition just to get back to point and almost won a dry push into Beast Editions, it might have clicked that like this might be what they were looking for, and they rolled out on it on A and took A on their first attack. Which was actually really deleted to me saying that 2 minutes and 23 seconds is a decent time bank. It's probably around average, but when you have an attack like Pepegas did on that first round, that's more than enough time to get you set up to get through most of B probably. So
honestly, yeah.
Beast Edition
like,
are looking for a blistering time here, and they cannot waste much time on A.
No, they have to push as far as they can here and just get it on their first push as well. I think oh, we have Joker going on Sim. Honestly, I don't know if I would go with Sim strat here. It's kind of risky, especially because you really do have to, you know, get this on your first try.
You don't have any range here to contest Hydra.
Hydra going to be sitting up top as the rest of Beast Edition are going to file in from left.
I have to assume there's a... Yep, here comes the teleporter. They're going to move over to this left side, but Zero smells it.
Are already moved to stop them. Joker's trying to charge up his team.
Beast Edition's in trouble here.
Oh,
things are going their way.
The rest of Beast Edition clean up. Even though Griffin is down, it's still looking strong for Beast Edition. It's only Hydra up top now. Hydra jumps on to stall. But not for long, as Beast Edition take point A as quickly as Pepegas did.
They did. They did exactly what I said they needed to do, and that was they could not waste time on A. And that's a nice little trade there. No Junkrat, so these shields are going to be up for a while right now, as neither team really has a whole lot of shield break.
Honestly,
besides
Jibba falls off the map though. No mercy for Pepegas. This is not looking strong. Especially with how aggressive Beast Edition is now playing with this Vegeta, helping them by their side. Bill on the Vegeta, I love to see it. It's definitely helping be easier with these really aggressive a huge fan of it, but I think they're wanting to do the fluff attack right there. Oh, here comes Window to the side of the Pepegas. Oh, that's three ults inside of Pepegas coming through. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that was just a lot of ults there. Like, was it necessary? That's what I'm asking. Because now, like, there's 4 good ults on the side of B station and none for the Pepegas. Like, I would have saved that Bob there. I would have maybe saved that Window as well and just gone with Tire. We'll have to see what happens. Always a win. Here comes the rally to the side of B station as well as the coalescence. Trying his best in full swing, everyone. As Flux comes out as well. Bringing up 2 people.
Having a hard time doing this aggression. Huge shatter.
The shatter. That shatter. And the tap visor coming through as well. Ooh, huge tag visor from Joker comes through.
Well, if you don't have any ults to use, it's huge for you to make the enemy team use about 5 of theirs.
Yeah, I was about to say, there was so many ults as well from Vision. Oh, easy pick on the crit. Early pick is not good.
Give up B, but you have a good enough ult economy now that you should potentially be able to rotate your ults well enough to get the hold on C here. But one big tire from Kill Switch could turn this all around.
Oh,
however,
no,
a good immortality field coming out from Crit. Good Flux picking up 3.
Oh, villain's down, but here comes the coalescence from Griffin.
Now Zero's gonna answer with a Riptide of their own, gonna find Gubbins with it just around the corner. The respawn advantage will start to come through in favor of Pepegas.
Honestly, the Pepegas are starting to find their footing. I think they just kind of like trying to figure it out. I think the aggression kind of caught them off guard there for each position.
Yeah.
They're starting to like figure it out. They still have 2 good ults as well. Good for them. As there are no ults inside of these and they can pop those ults. Oh, here comes the Bongos!
They're gonna use Bongo just to, as a deterrent here to buy them some time. If they get a pick with that, that's good, but I don't think that was gonna be used for damage. I think they just wanted to buy themselves some time.
Still Orbo does kill push out of the fight.
I like this positioning from Fritz for where, just so long as base edition aren't pushed up, that is.
Yeah.
Killswitch has just been kind of hanging out over on this left side, not really putting himself in danger, but also still able to get off some decent grenades.
Yeah, he's just playing safe here, and I don't blame him. Look at how much spam is coming in from the Pepegas. Here comes the window from Pepegas as well as a Bob from Hydra. Right? Yeah. Ooh, 2 people from position already down. Time ticking slowly, getting close to that 223 that position desperately needs to beat here.
This tire could be big from Kill Switch.
Here comes from above. Oh,
it gets a tank.
The immortality doesn't come out in time. Position has to push in on that. But the tanks are just now coming back, and Zero gets 2. Zero again being an absolute Chuck E. Cheese chat of the match here.
Oh no!
But Hydra stops Joker.
You do still have 4 ults to work with if you're Beast Edition here, but so does Pepegas. Well, sorry, Pepegas has 3. They will build up to that supercharger, but it won't be early in the fight by any means.
This is a equal fight going on here.
Zero is sitting down over there.
Giving the armor for everyone.
Oh no, I think the stealth mission from Zero might have just cost their team a lot here.
Ults going from all sides.
With a
Triangle fest. Oh no!
Oh, it kills Villain! Oh, huge shatter coming through from Nerdy Buttercat! Zebby's shield gives out just at the worst time!
Nerdy!
But Zero saves his play!
That was so close position, but Zero coming in with a huge tire took that back there. Like, sometimes one good ult is all you need, folks.
Oh, Joker's in so much trouble. They're able to get away though. Joker's still 1 HP. Hasn't managed to get back to their support yet. Now the Supercharger comes out again. This is just to buy them some time and force this into a one-fight territory situation.
These were smart to wait it out as long as possible. He's going to have Bill going off the Brig, going on to this Ana. Interesting choice for this late in the game, but if Bill can do it, they can build up mana.
That's a huge pick that he just got on the Griffin there. And now Jibba using Coalescence of their own is really going to make BE realize how much healing they've lost.
The tanks are still going strong here. Bill's doing a good job keeping them up. Stepping goes down to Bill.
That's a huge flux. Oh, they shut down Gubbins before he can slam them on the ground.
Oh no! And here comes the window. Bob coming
tossed
through, though,
in.
right in the middle of the entire team.
That Bob is so big, it made their team turn around.
And the Nano coming through as well. And Bob is just a little too short of the payload, but he's
Riptire
doing
coming out
damage
from Beast Edition.
Oh my goodness, Tire doesn't get anyone, but you still have Gubbin solid and on point. And with overtime ticking down, Kill Switch touches! The point is still alive, overtime trickling down, but no one can touch! And Pepegas will take Eichenwald.
That was so back and forth there at the end. Had they had that Bob, like, play just a little bit earlier before they'd lost a lot of members of their team, that may have been a completely different story, but luckily Pepegas were able to do enough damage before they lost their players to be able to come back and fight half of Beast Edition rather than the entirety of it.
Honestly, yeah, I think I saw Twitch mention it, but they were kind of trickling in a lot, Beast Edition.
They were.
They should have really tried to, like, regroup a little more, and try and avoid that. But it happens, and they still look strong though, so there's that as well.
Mm-hmm. I think as long as they just tighten up a little bit, they'll be able to come back and fight on map 3.
They can take it back, because now they get to choose the map they play on. So if they think, I believe next is 2CP, so honestly, I'm gonna, like, go on a limb and say they're gonna go with Anubis. Just because, like, you have Kill Switch, you have this amazing Junkrat player. Utilize him. Like, put him on one of Junkrat's best maps, Anubis.
Right. Honestly, though, both these Junkrats are terrifying, so going to Anubis for a third map, you might accidentally give your opposing team just as much of an advantage as you give yourself here.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, we'll just have Junkrat Fest. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, I'm loving it. Kill Switch and Zero have been a blast to watch so far.
The two of them are just absolute monsters on this Junkrat. Like, they're just taking each other out left and right, too. It's so much fun. I am a little curious to what map we're gonna see, if they've chosen one yet.
Did I
not yet.
ask?
No, not yet. Either that or my Discord's glitching. One or the other.
I was gonna say I had it typed up and I thought I hit send. Oh, my Discord's glitching.
Ah, great. Gotta love it when Discord does that.
Okay, there we go. Also, Pepega's opting for the same lineup, and I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, don't fix it if it's not broken. And Hungo, I'm gonna say this right now, don't you dare put the freaking baby in Twitch chat, I swear to God. Okay, there's my public service announcement.
Also, no swaps from Beast Editions from what I can see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same lineup from them, too.
I don't blame them, like, it's a strong lineup as well.
Oh, they just sent... no, never mind, they sent a new one.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh. Nerdy, Gubbins, Joker, Kill Switch. Oh, we're gonna have
Griffin,
AJ coming back in for villain.
Mm-hmm.
Hungo, I see you, stop! The ducks are gonna give me an aneurysm.
Also,
I'm gonna say it right now.
You called it. The map will be Temple of Anubis.
I called it! Woohoo! I had a hunch. I had a hunch.
I'm glad it was correct.
So, how's everyone in Twitch chat today? All of our 33 viewers. I'm just eating a mochi ice cream. How are you doing?
Alright, I get to move the teams again.
Woohoo! More
Pepegas have decided they'd like to defend first, which cannot blame them.
Don't blame them. Don't blame them. Anubis is just defender's advantage. We got Boss who's rooting for B. What? Who else are you guys rooting for? I might be, but it doesn't change the fact Junk is a trash no-skill hero. I mean, I agree with you, Muffin,
No.
but he's in the game, so I mean, what can we do? We got KDB's rooting for the Pepegas. I think we're gonna have a lot of Pepegas. Like, it seems like pretty, like, equal here in the Twitch chat about who's cheering for who. I've seen, like, a lot of, like, Go BE and a lot of Go Pepegas and just, like,
Yeah.
craziness when things go down.
You love to see it in chat when both teams are being cheered for equally. Especially when it's a
know.
close series like this. Like, they can use everything they're getting. So I'm glad to see it's not lopsided.
Yeah, I love it too. It's like, I like to see it when you got some love going on. It's like an actual match where everyone's just like, let's go, like rabid fans, you know?
Absolutely.
Go Hope's Vanguard. Okay. Okay. We got such a close series here. Like, that was so close too from Pepegas on Eichenwald. Just like a little bit of few, like, there was just like some tiny mistakes that just built up, and that was like the one reason. There really wasn't anything like glaring. So both teams are just looking strong here. Pepegas chose a good team to fight first.
They did.
I think so.
Alright, we got readies from both sides.
Woohoo!
So,
We're going in!
let's go in!
Temple of Anubis, our third map of the day.
Now entering the Temple of Anubis. Initiating match.
Crits has declared that they're going for #1 Ana, tier 2.
No, I'd give him that. I'd give him that.
I was
they're number
impressed
one
with their
Ana
play
tier
on
two.
Eichenball at the very least.
Oh my god, like I said, Crits Ana is amazing. They play such a strong map too. They always have like those spot on immortalities.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lily, when Crits on Ana, no one's dying. And like Bap and Ana, like no one's gonna be dying. So you gotta like play smart. Right, seems like we're gonna have AJ going on their top character, which is Ana as well. That's just as we were talking about it. Griffin's gonna be going on this. Lucio, I forgot for 2 seconds the name. Oh, we're gonna have a Sombra from Joker building up EMP possibly? And I'm not sure if this is the tank line we're going with. We're going like little divey here?
I want to see it. I don't care. Like,
Yeah, give us.
I don't
give us
care
the
if it's not
dive.
conventional. Give it to me.
Give us the dive. Give it to us. Anything for more double shield. And of course we're having double shield with a Junkrat, obviously. The battle of the Junks, not happening, I suppose, which is on the Reaper. But we are seeing a Junkrat on the side of Pepegas. With Jippo gonna be on this Mercy. Imagine thinking a new biz. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, Strawberry. Oh, right away, we got the dive, jumping into the double shield, and the hack's coming through from Joker, forcing
really
Pepegas back onto main point.
Using
Glory's
that
able
wrecking
to
ball
take
to
out
make
Gubbins,
things
though.
really hard. They managed to knock Hydra off the high ground though.
Double shield looking really strong. Oh, Dirty taken out, and Killswitch taken out as well. Pepegas are just gonna hold right here. Ooh, Crit's getting that finishing blow there.
Mm-hmm.
It seems we're gonna have a change going on with the position. Gonna have some Ryan fire. Dobbins is still gonna stay on the ball though, which may be helpful for high ground. Joker's gonna keep on this Sombra. Yeah, it seems like we're just gonna get a Ryan instead of a Winston, which may be better if we can get that shield.
Zero felt dangerously right there for a moment. The fire coming through, is it gonna find anything? It
Jimbo
does!
Both supports are going down. Killswitch is able to get 2. So he does go down to Sebi. The holds here are insane, but it's equal now for either side. Oh, Hydra going down to Joker, which is not good if you are Pepegas right now. And right now, B-Station's just gonna jump around the point. They know they have a little bit of an advantage here. Oh, but Chris popping that window, and they just walk right past it. Nano Ryan coming in. But
Oh, huge EMP!
Oh, the huge EMP! Oh, but Hero takes them out anyway. But the team has saved the team there. There's no Somber right now on the side of B-Station, but Gubbins able to take out Lori. And here comes 30 jumping in. Oh, but the Pepegas are starting to take it back. No, Hero's down for Nerdy. B-Station are just not giving up here. Here, AJ out of the fight as well from Hydra.
This is dragging on a lot longer than I think
Oh my
Beast
god, I
Edition
know.
wanted it to.
Honestly,
Wow!
they don't know how to give up. Like, they will fight till the end. But, like, oh, don't blame them whatsoever.
All that work put in, and they're not even gonna walk away with one tick. And now they're in one fight territory, or at least one clean fight territory. They lose a shield, potentially even Butter's shield might be out right now.
Both sides poking in, Nerdy gain aggressive with Gubbins.
Zero.
Oh, no, he didn't fall.
Zero's at the back line, the Retar gets destroyed, and Zero might follow suit. The Gravitic Flux doesn't find anything.
Joker taking out Hydra on the Ash, but Zero cleaning it up by getting both supports and Crit able to get Joker.
Killswitch tried to use Death Blossom right there, they just lost that.
Ooh. They have one more push, they have to make a count here. Oh no, but the flood!
The window coming through here is going to make everything really, really hard for them. Gubbins being the only one left that's close enough to touch is gonna leave this on a full hold situation. That's not what you want to see if you're Beast Edition.
No.
Score.
That is sad if you were B right now.
Switching sides.
Pepegas just looks so strong with that double shield back.
Initiating match.
What can I say? That was a good hold.
They definitely have that style figured out. Like that, the way they want to run that double shield, that is their bread and butter. They really like it because a lot of
definitely.
teams would have folded once Beast Editions made the progress that they had made on A.
They definitely do a good job too, being able to recontest as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pepegas, they don't
Ready
even if they
for
lose in a
battle.
few people, they don't just like back up. They're like, no, we can take this, and they'll just like turn back the power tenfold. Because we're going to see a pharmacy from the Pepegas,
Attackers.
which is going to definitely put a lot of early damage on the shields. Joker
Playing
on
to
the
a
hit
draw
scan.
here could be huge though, because
Oh my goodness,
it doesn't
yeah.
play into your overall score. 'Cause if I remember right, playoffs are first to 3 rather than the
Yes.
best of 5 format we use for the regular season. So they could effectively make this map not count,
That is
which
fair.
sucks for time spent on, but luckily because it is a full hold, it won't be too long.
At least we won't be on draw music forever.
Yeah. It's not a draw after 3 rounds, luckily. Though that halt does find AJ. I was just gonna say that halt could have been huge, but Hydra does manage to find AJ, I believe, in the back. Yeah, I see the corpses there behind Joker. Joker, though, able to find Hydra. That's going to slow down the aggression here a little bit for Pepegas. Jibba able to get the res. Hydra back into the fight, and Mori finds a counter pick on the kill switch, but Nerdy Buttercat answers with the Orisa kill onto the Orisa. Hydra positioned here on this high ground, where the Ashe would normally sit, able to get a pick on the Nerdy Buttercat. And finds Joker on re-entry. Riptire coming through from zero. Or not zero, sorry, kill switch. But Hydra gets it!
Hydra takes it out!
Hydra is getting away with murder back here. They still have not shut them down. I don't even think they're really trying to. And now the barrage comes through, finds kill switch, which was their only source of contest,
And Pepegas will take Anubis. Honestly, I feel like that Pharah was just such a great idea.
it
from
was.
Pepegas.
They did not have
Having that,
any
like,
answer.
sky.
Like,
Play of
they had Joker on Ashe, but Joker on Ashe was all they really had to contest it.
It's hard when you only have like one thing to deal with in Pharah.
Right.
But if your hit scan is taken out, what are you supposed to do?
Unfortunately, when your hit scan gets taken out, all you're supposed to do is take the rockets or hope that like your Orisa is
Yeah.
able to aim well enough to deal with it.
You know, Orisa can just snipe her down. I saw some people in chat saying that Evocative should have been put in. I can agree with that a little bit. Evocative is a really talented hit scan.
I could get behind that.
If you had like both Evocative and Joker, and you could have had like a double whammy there. But the next map is going to be all or nothing for Pepegas here. If they take it, they win. If not, we keep going.
That is true. I wouldn't mind to keep going. This is a pretty good series.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
Even with that unfortunate Anubis, I still think that Beast Edition has has what it takes to kind of turn the series back around and put it back in their favor.
No, definitely. It's like, I think they have the recipe. Like I said, Beast Edition has these good players. They have a recipe to push through and do well. Just they have to use them right, I guess is a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of gotta tweak it a little bit, mess around with it. I want to see my boy Chuck come in. Where's my dude Chuck? Gotta rep my phoenixes. Alright, no swaps yet.
Rafferty in for Sebi.
Rafferty in
I
for
don't know
Sebi.
about that one.
Oh, don't you want to play? Don't you want to be in Tier 2 playoffs, become a Pepega?
Well, I guess I've never been in Tier 2 playoffs before, so...
Chuck! That gif was perfect. Kirby in for Chippa. Chat, stop. That's too funny. Oh, we're gonna have a prediction. KDB thinks we're gonna be on Route 66 next. Interesting, interesting. I can see 66. I didn't think about it, but
I think
can
it could
see
be a
that.
good map.
Or if Musician wants to run a dive, like they tried on Anubis, they could go with Gibraltar. Gibraltar's pretty good for dive.
That it is. Gibraltar is so much fun when you play dive on it, IMO.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I love playing Gibraltar dive. It's great. You can even play like defensive dive if you want it to on it. There's just all that high ground for you to mess around with, especially if you run. Seems that we're gonna have. Oh, we're going with Junkertown actually.
Kitty's coming in for AJ.
All right, we're gonna
seems
have
to be their
Griffin
only swap.
Kitty. I was not thinking Junkertown, but since we're still not going to be seeing Evocative coming in, it's going to be Joker Kill Switch. Yeah, this is pretty much just like a changing supports again.
Yeah.
Red Kitty's going to be coming in for AJ. No changes yet from Pepegas, from what I see.
Nope, they're making no swaps.
Sorry, Katie. It's it's Junkertown. I love it. She puts, you know what map I hate, Junkertown.
I see that.
And then, are you? You jinxed yourself. Oh no. Yeah, I agree. Junkertown and no evocative. That's a little weird. Because I felt like they were choosing Junkertown to have him on Widow. But
right?
I guess not.
I really
Like,
thought
you
we were
think
gonna see a
so.
double hit skin come from them.
Yeah, me too. Like, I know, like, we keep talking about it, but it's like, it's a little strange. He's a talented player, like, utilize him. I don't know if it's like an SR issue, or...
Potentially. I'm not sure. I feel like you should be able to bring evocative in. I haven't done the math and all that for their SRs, but I feel like he's a player you'd be able to bring in onto the roster without too much issue.
Yeah, it's like you have a lot of, like, 2900. You could, like, sneak him in.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's just like, let me see. Kind of curious. Yeah, I don't know his SR. But I don't know. Yeah, like everyone agrees with me in Twitch chat. Oh, he's like 2950? Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange. I'm a little bit questioning it, I'll be honest. Like Joker
Me
and Kill
too,
Switch
but
doing
I
just
feel
fine.
like they would put evocative in if like scrims and such would tell them they need to. So I'm gonna assume Beast Edition knows something we don't. Maybe they're
Possibly,
running a
maybe.
composition. Maybe they're running Pirate Ship, in which you don't really need
Possibly. Joker did play the Bastion on Eichenwald defense, so it is possible they're going to be throwing him on Bastion, going to be having kill switch on the Junkrat. I guess it's not like too shocking to me.
to. Right.
Welcome to Junkertown.
I am a little upset because I kind of want to see Evocative today, but it's fine. Joker and Kill Switch have been doing really strong as well, but Kill Switch is going to be going on the Ashe actually. Interesting, interesting. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Kitty on the Mercy. Griffin gonna be going on that Moira. Joker still has not chosen. I'm gonna call it Bastion. Bastion or Pharah. Either I'm right or I'm wrong.
They don't have a kill switch on the Junkrat, so we probably won't see that here, which good.
Yeah.
Junkrat's not too terribly great on Junkertown.
But we are going to be seeing Zero on this Hanzo, which is prime shield break. So they're definitely expecting a like a pure pirate ship Bastion thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually that's what when you run Hanzo, it's mostly to counteract that.
Joker has decided we don't need to know what comp they're running. We'll get that info when we get it.
We'll get that info. It is a Pharah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was one or the other. Not a Bastion. Seemed like they expected a Bastion, but I could be wrong. Pepegas.
I think that
right
nade went a
away,
little too far.
Gubbins got rocked, but so far all good. I like that positioning from that Zero had there. He was like standing by the silo. I didn't know you could do that. Game too low, but he does get healed up. Both sides rolling it out here on the low ground as the Pharah helps to break his shield. This will heal you. Huge dynamite from kill switch there on this smash. Oh, but Zero takes out Joker. Will the res come through? Yes, it will. And Joker is back in the fight. Here, but Jibba does go down to kill switch.
That's unavailable for the Pepegas.
Oh, Hydra able to get out of the fight. And
Hydra yet again.
Collectus comes through with the Eve. It's not enough. And the Pepegas take out the rest of East Edition. I think it's just Gubbins who's just kind of running away here. Oh god, get away, Gubbs, get away! Oh my god, he gets out.
He does.
It's huge right now if you're Beast Edition.
I'm going and feed the supports some ult charge here. Speaking of that, Kitty will come in despite the Valkyrie. They'll build their Flux, their Barrage, and their Bongo. Potentially their Bob. They should eventually build up to having 5 ults here, but Pepegas already has it.
Oh, the Dragons and Bob come through at the same time for the Pepegas, and Griffin will go down to the Dragons as Bob helps in damage. Chris does get a res off. Jibba gets the res off onto Chris. But Griffin is back in the fight as well. Both supports ready for another 66 fight.
If you're Pepegas, that hurts a little bit because you just used about 3 of your ultimates. You only got 1 kill out of it for the most part, and it got res.
Belts being caught on the side of
Because they're coming out. Decent placement here. It's going to be really hard for Beast Edition to remove that Bongo from play here. Gubbins wants it though. Gonna get knocked out by Zero trying to go for it.
Oh, Zero getting hit as well.
Justice is reigning. It's gonna find Jibba. Just hovering above the staircase over on the left. Bob gets tossed in. Gonna toss Sebi up into the sky. Coalescence gets invested just to save Sebi, but it doesn't really do that. Or sorry, to kill Sebi. My bad.
It was to kill Sebi, but he got both Sebi and Hydra. Beast is able to capture the first point. Honestly, that was just some good ults there from them.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to be coming in with only a nano. Yeah, only a nano on the side of the Pepegas, and that's it on ults. We're going to be having a bit of a dry push here. Both sides are going to be poking, trying to get some damage in, break a few shields. Ooh, the polls have been very on top today with these both American and Mori.
Bob pops in from Pepegas, gets smacked with a rock real quick, and they're just going to keep eating the damage Gubbins is.
I thought Gubbins would die there, honestly, but the support did a good job keeping him up there.
Zero's in trouble? Nope, able to come back out though. And Hydra finds a pick on the Joker. It could get res here. Kitty finds it.
Oh, huge anti from Fritz coming through onto those tanks. But no follow-up. Hydra is able to get Griffin though, actually. And Zero does get res. So Hydra goes down once again. And Mori's able to pick off Gubbins. itself is popped on the side of Pepegas.
The advantage is mine.
But yeah, Mori is able to push up. Oh, Red Hood Kitty being dangerously low here. As we just try their best to regroup, honestly. Good thing they realized too that Little pushes on this right through. And yet they're all gonna be pushed on. Here comes that Nano Blade from Zero. Oh, the huge anti-stopping pull.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to do anything for Nerdy. That was amazing from Crit.
Zero falls and Kitty's gonna get a res here. What? Only gonna pick up both the tanks it seems. Giba going for a res. Almost got pulled into danger. Really did, but got out. Finds the res on the Mori. That could turn this fight around. The Bongo comes out. They're really trying to hold here on B.
Oh, Sigma's pulling it out, but Mori will take the kill on the Gubbins. Crit able to get Red Hood and do the anti. Gonna get an anti on Nerdy. Good shot, nade. Zero gets 2 and Sebi able to clean up. The Pepegas are just looking so strong right here. Honestly, Crit on this Ana is doing such a good job those nades. Both for healing and for antis. And B Station's looking good too, just that they keep getting picked off by the sheer power that is the Pepegas right now.
This is going to be a really big triangle party from both teams.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dragons is invested, they didn't find anyone. And here comes the Bob from
Where did
Hydra,
Bob go?
as well as Felt. He went
Oh,
inside
Bob's
the
in the
room!
room!
Oh, no! He went in the room! Oh no, you hate to see it! But here comes the cold Bongo to the side of P-Position. But here comes Blade from Zero, but he's getting dangerously low here.
Finds
His
to pick up the
Nano
Kitty.
Oh no, he does find Red Hood, and then Mori and Sebi are able to clean up on the tapes.
Griffin and Joker are alone here on the point. A big pocket coming in from Griffin, but now Griffin's all by themselves. This Riptire has to be huge, and they need somebody to come touch. Tyre doesn't find anything, but it doesn't matter because the Lucio of Kitty wasn't going to make it regardless.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
So let's ignore Hydra and hope he goes away strat. Yeah, that seems to be what's happening, guys. I can agree with that one. This does kind of seem like they're doing that. Doesn't really seem like anyone's focusing him. Same with Zero. Like, no one's really punishing those DPS at all.
Zero seems to be like they're focusing on Zero when Zero decides he wants to be effective, but Hydra really is getting away with murder on the side of Pepegas and really hasn't been contested. I mean, you're having this Ashe like effectively take your squishies and tell them that like they're not allowed to play like in an open area ever. And their response, I'm hoping Joker, I mean, I guess this is defense, so that's it. Their response to this Ashe is to run Junkrat and Torbjorn.
I don't even know if that's a good idea.
It's not.
No, it's not. This is not really what I would run if I was trying to deal with an Ashe. I'd be going like another Ashe to counteract the Ashe.
I would argue that they've said Zero is their biggest problem, and that's why they're putting the Torbjorn in, is to counter like the Genji he was just playing, which she's not even going to be on here, because the turret would have made it hard for Zero to be flanky and do anything, considering how squishy Genji is. But so it kind of tells me that it seems like they've decided to zero in on Zero, and I don't think that's what they should be doing. Switch gets an immediate pick on the Hydra. Res comes through on the Mori. Good anti-nade.
Anti comes in from Crit. But does force Lucio to back up a little bit.
I do believe Killswitch just accidentally gave high ground to the tanks, but it's fine because Mori gets melted immediately. Zero gets pulled out of position here. Manages to find their way back behind the cart into cover. And Hydra is now on Pharah. They have acknowledged that they didn't have anything to counter it, but luckily Joker immediately going to swap the Soldier to deal with this.
It's a little funny, because it's kind of just like...
Hydra knew what was going to happen and met him at the window.
Ooh, no one can get out of that window when you got Hydra just like stalking it like crazy here. Dragons are invested, doesn't find anyone though.
Very
It's only
interesting
really
dragon.
on point right now.
Pardon.
And so far, Pepegas are just uncontested here on this first point, this last push. Oh, the huge nade onto Joker comes through as well, forcing him to back off.
This is a tall order for Beast Edition here. They've only got 2 ults to work with, and one of them is big, and well, they will get the window, my bad. But Pepegas already have 4 ults in the bank. If they get a very quick teamfight win here, this is looking very dangerous for Beast Edition. This flux has to be big for them. Comes and they get the nice halt. Half the team's in it. Are they going to get the follow-up? The Coalescence comes through. That can't be eaten.
Yes.
And they get half the team wipe here. That is huge. Beast Edition have put themselves in a prime position to start battling these ults. They don't have to use the Baptiste ult. They don't have to use Riptire. And they're building up to bongos. They'll have half their ultimates here. And Pepegas, though they do only... they have 0 swapped to Genji. They don't seem to use any ults of their own. The thing is now Beast Edition will have the tools they need to actually combat their ultimates.
Ooh, he'll quick will go down to 0 though. Which is a huge
Lose the
kicker for
Riptire
Pepegas.
that I was talking about, unfortunately.
Pepegas are pretty much just like hitting free push here. And it doesn't help too that crits and antis on the tank are forcing them to back off.
Riptire from Kill Switch coming from
Another
spawn.
beautiful-
Hydra gets a huge barrage.
Oh my god.
The Riptire doesn't... oh, it does find 0, but I think the damage is already done here from Hydra's
I
barrage.
honestly think this may just be it.
That'll
Yeah.
be Junker Town
Tries to touch,
going to
but it's
Pepegas.
3-1 Pepegas, yep.
Play of the game.
A very deserved play of the game, indeed.
Very. Oh, this is the very beginning. Oh, this is the double fire. Oh, and getting kill switched right there.
Oh.
That's... Ooh, all that hero damage though from Hydra.
Yeah.
9,000. That's insane.
That was a very short match to build that much hero damage in, too. So I do believe this is where we get to do a fun part.
MVPs! Woo-hoo.
Uh-huh.
Best part of the entire stream team.
Yeah.
It's fun, it's fun, it's fun.
Mhm.
Alright, I think 0, deserves it for DPS. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's just the one
Hydra
that
did a
I'm
lot of
very
work.
much-
I know that we were talking about, like Beast Edition ignoring Hydra was bad for them, but I think 0 was still getting a lot of work done for what I had personally seen as Beast Edition single-handedly targeting 0.
Yeah,
They were working through that really, really well, and in the earlier maps, their Junkrat, doing just a little bit better than Killswitch's Junkrat, paid off huge for Pepegas, so I can 100% get behind 0.
Yeah, okay, so 0 for DPS, and I'm a little torn on support and tank, just because like we had so many good supports and tanks today. Like the supports and tanks were so strong. Like Crit had those huge anti-nades every time they were on Ana, and when they were on Bath, it was huge immortalities and just great positioning as well all around. Then you had Villain on that Brig on Eichenwald that did so much work, and then like the swaps from Villain 2 were pretty strong.
I'm definitely between Jibba and Crits right now.
Oh, Jibba
I'm
and Crits.
leaning Crits, but Jibba did have a really, really good Mercy. She did a
that's
great
right.
job on reses. The damage boost was always applied when needed, and oftentimes, like when I was speccing Jibba, a lot of these big plays that the DPS were making were with a blue beam attached to them, or honestly any beam at all. So, but I do agree though that crits, like the anti-nades were huge. The Baptiste was great. I'm personally leaning crits, but I definitely wanted to make sure that Jibba did get a mention at the very least.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I feel like I know Jibba has had MVP last time, I believe, so I kind of want to be fair and like let's give it to crits. Honorable mention for Jibba because Jibba did so strong.
Regardless of the previous, I think crits earned it here tonight.
Like crits just did like so well today, so I'm down for like crits, and then nerdy for tank. I think is a pretty obvious one.
Yeah,
nerdy or Gubbins.
Definitely. I wanted nerdy to begin
really
with.
Nerdy did really well. Like
they
honestly,
did.
They did so strong. So yeah, I think that's it. Nerdy, Zero, and crits. With an honorable mention for Jibba.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I can put that into
awesome.
match chat.
Okay, well
Alright,
then...
thank you for coming out, everyone.
Mm-hmm. That'll be wrapping up for today. I do believe there is another match happening as we speak that likely hasn't finished yet, unless it turned into a 3-0, so feel free to hop over to the other account to see how that's going. This has been Uravity and Dr. Grill. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast tonight, and have a lovely evening.
Have a lovely night, everyone.